happening, YouTube? Welcome back to the KiloKustoms squad. This is Kilo. Welcome back. It's been a while. How you guys doing? Today we're going to do a pretty quick SDCC 2018 review. I'm not going to take them out of the boxes. I already put them in protectors, but I'm just going to go ahead and show what I did get. Okay, so let's get at it. First things that I got are going to be the vinyl line. It's a different kind of line, kind of cool. I like how they do them. This is the from the Masters of the Universe. This is a Skeletor and Faker. Faker, it was actually the clone imitation of He-Man, so he was like the evil He-Man to go with Skeletor. They did a really good job with the molds, and the paint's very good. It's a really good two-pack. Really love them. Gotta love the Masters of the Universe. I'm after the Masters of the Universe guys, so that will be for those two. Next one is going to be Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman is a Hanna-Barbera and a Warner Brothers now, I guess, character. They were occasionally in the Flintstones, here and there. They were also on a cartoon called The Wacky Races, I believe it was called. It's the caveman guy with the clubs, and they were in like the Flintstone looking mobile when they were doing those races. And that was an SDCC. Next one's going to be the ever hot, the ever severely sought after Pepe LePew. Pepe LePew, of course, is from the Looney Tunes. Pepe LePew was the skunk who consistently chased after the black cat that somehow always got a white stripe down its back with paint somehow. Pepe LePew got to it at a good time because he sure as hell couldn't be Pepe LePew now, because he would be doing some hard time. So he got away with a lot. But that's Pepe LePew from the Looney Tunes. Great figure. Next one that I got was Cracklin from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Cracklin was one of Yondu's Ravager guys, kind of like his right-hand man. This one here, Cracklin, has the fin of Yondu's, which he ended up putting on after Yondu's funeral. And then he also ended up getting the Yaka arrow, and he was trying to use it towards the end of the movie. So Cracklin's pretty cool. It looks great. I love it. And that's that one there. Sticking with Marvel, because I'm not going in any particular order, this is going to be the Valkyrie figure from Thor Ragnarok. It was she was one of the Asgardian soldiers, protectors, and this was her SDC. It's in her battle gear uniform, and she has her two weapons on her. So, and that will be Valkyrie from Thor Ragnarok. Next one up, Bearded Pop Hunter. This one's for you, buddy. Your nerd juice. We got nerd juice is flowing right now here for this one. It's the Imperial Patrol Trooper. This one is from the movie Solo, and this was one of the troopers that were on the patrol when Han and Kira were trying to escape, and that's from the Solo movie, and that's what Beard Pop Hunter likes to call the Nergies, because it's Star Wars. Next one here, this is a weird little mashup, not really a mashup, but a character mashup, I'd say. This is the Edna Jack. It's a pretty cool little figure. It is the combination of, like, if Edna was like her baby, like a Jack. They took the Edna head and slapped it on the Jack with the diaper body. It's kind of cool looking, a little bit different, kind of creepy at the same time, but I like it. That's from Incredibles 2. The next one is going to be from WreckIt Ralph, from their 8-bits, Funko's 8-bit line. They did 2 of them. This one here is It Felix. It's pretty cool. 8-bits are, I guess they're a taste for some people. A lot of people don't like them. A lot of people love them. Me personally, I'm kind of like on the fence with them. If it is a video game and it is from that era of like the 8-bit, then hell yeah, I would love them. I think that's what they need to stick to. And you know, WreckIt Ralph is in reference to video game, and it was like a video game movie, so I mean it works out. So that is the It Felix, and that's also one of Scooter's favorite movies. Next we have the 4-pack of the dragons from Game of Thrones. Dorb set, actually. The 4-pack of the dragons from Game of Thrones. This was awesome. As soon as they said that this one was coming out, I figured out where it was going to be, how I can get to it. The night before, Barnes & Noble, of course, they were horrible with their site again as usual, so I figured out, I stayed up, waited for them to put their inventory in, and then I figured out the quickest path and the quickest way I can get to a set of them, because this was a must-have for this one. And it's got Rhaegal, Drogon, Viserion, and then Icy Viserion, when Viserion becomes a white, and he is now the Dragon of the Night King. Oh God, please hurry up with Season 8. Can't take it much more without it. Moving on along, we're going to go back to some Looney Tunes. And this one here is going to be the Playboy Penguin. The Playboy Penguin, I do remember seeing a few times when I was a kid watching Looney Tunes. He wasn't that popular of a character. He really wasn't in many. But I do remember occasionally seeing him, and he was a pretty cool little character. And they did really well. They went exactly, their Funko was very accurate with it, very good, and the paint job's amazing. I mean, I love it. It's a Looney Tune figure, and I grew up Looney Tunes, and God, I love them, and that's from the Looney Tunes there. Next one we're going to go with is going to be the WreckIt Ralph from the WreckIt Ralph movie, the Disney movie. He goes right along with the It Felix. He's an 8-bit as well. This one's awesome. I mean, they're accurate, and this guy's heavy. Like, kid you not, he's a heavy figure. The 8-bits are heavy. So, I mean, if you have a bunch of them, be safe and don't put your 8-bits on top of anything else, because they will damage the ones underneath. I mean, I learned that the hard way, quite a bit ago, and now I know better. So if you do collect, if you're going to put them together with regular ones, if you're going to do like a game set, make sure that the 8 bits are on top of 8 bits, and the 8 bits are not on top of anything else. And that's WreckIt Ralph, and that's from the Disney WreckIt Ralph. The next one up here is from a game that I love, and I can't wait for the last installment, the third one to come out. This is Kingdom Hearts Organization 13 Mickey. They have another Organization 13 Mickey. They also have a chase version of it, Glow in the Dark, which I have both. I love Kingdom Hearts. I have a whole Kingdom Hearts shelf off to my left over there in this office. I love the game. And this one here, he doesn't have the hood. He actually have his hood. The hood is down, so it's just his head. It's not the hooded Mickey. So, alright, so that's the Organization 13 Mickey. Next one up is going to be Thor from Ragnarok. This one here was hard as hell to come by. It was actually sent to me by somebody in one of my Facebook groups. Got a hold of him when he had it up, and we worked out a deal. Since I wasn't able to get it off Amazon when they had it up either time, this one here is a glow in the dark, and the glow on it is amazing. If you have one for your glow in the dark, I would suggest maybe using a black light or a UV light. It lights up very nice. It does glow very well. So that's Ragnarok Thor. This is the Odin's Power Thor. The next one is going to be the first 10 years edition for the SDCC. It is the Iron Man Mark I suit Iron Man. The Iron Man, this one's absolutely awesome. The detail is great, the paint's great, the front detail's amazing, but I know most people don't like taking them out of the box. But for this one, I would, and I have, and it looks amazing because the detail on the back is nothing like you'd ever think for a Funko Pop. So I mean, be careful opening your box and take him out. Just take a look at him. He is amazing, and that is the Iron Man Mark I. The next one we have is going to be some more nerd juice. This is CAD Bane from Star Wars Rebels, from the animated, I believe it's Disney Channel. And CAD Bane is a bounty hunter, one of the famous bounty hunters from the Clone Wars era, which is prior to I think Rogue One. I want to say, I think it's honestly it's between Revenge of the Sith, some of it, and in between like Rogue One. So I mean, it's the animated. I mean, it's a good show. It's CAD Bane, and he's one of the bounty hunters. We're going to get down to the last two that I got. I'm going to save my favorite for last. This one here, this is actually one of my favorites too. This was also a must-have. As soon as I found out they were doing this after the last con, I think it was New York Comic-Con, when Books A Million had that huge issue with the Jack and Hagar figure. I personally got screwed out of it. My order was canceled and refunded. So that one there, I guess, is going to be a hard one to get. But this one here, I've been saying that I wanted one of these This is the Queen of Sass. This is Anna Tyrell. Not only was she the grandmother, probably one of the hottest women in the show, but Anna Tyrell was brutal. She was her tongue was very, very, very deadly. She didn't pull any punches. She's a great character, and I had hoped and hoped and hoped to get a pop from her because I loved her character, and now we finally have her, and it is a great figure the way that they did it. And then the last one is one of two that I want, and I still not have tracked down the other one. It's also from the Masters in the Universe. It is Stinkor. Stinkor was one of the ones that was teased early, like when they first started releasing any information about SDCC, and right from there it was a must-have. Bearded, I know it was a must-have for you, and I did see that you do have Ram Man, who I am also hoping to somehow get, but this is Stinkor. He was one of Skeletor's henchmen. He was a humanoid skunk, a skunk in, like, you know, with a human shape and body, and he had the powers of like a skunk. Not only was he physically strong, but he also had that skunk stench power to him too. And his action figure, even from the 80s as well, had a little smell to him. Now this one here it's scented. So I did open the bottom of the box, and you know, the way that I opened them without, you know, causing any creases or anything, it smelled it, and it is scented. But it kind of has like a wet carpet smell, which is a lot more pleasant than what I expected, because I know the action figure actually kind of had a very light skunk smell to it. So I'm kind of glad they didn't do the skunk smell for the pop figure. And that's Stinkor from He-Man Masters of the Universe. And that right there, it was my SDCC 2018 haul. Only missing a couple of them. Hopefully I will get my hands on them one day. And that's it for now. That's my 2018 haul. And I'm about to get out of here. And I'll see you next time. And don't forget to click like, subscribe, throw a comment. Let me know what you got, what your favorite one was. Let me know which one that's sitting here that you really like. And let me know if there's one that you didn't get that you really want in the comments. And go ahead and share with friends so they can see if they didn't get a really good review on them on the SDCC. So, alright, I'm out. You have a good one. See you next time.